It is December 11 and it's another gorgeous day at White Tank Mountain Regional Park by Phoenix. I am so happy to be here still. I will have been here 1 week. I just had to extend. It was so beautiful. I'm going to be doing different little trails today. And have I told you that I am in love with the saguaros? They are my favorite desert plant. Each one is so unique and they are so stately, and they only grow in this area of the world, in the Sonoran Desert, nowhere else in the whole wide world. And I read yesterday that they are 75 years old before they start sprouting an arm. So some of these guys are really, really old. Just impressive. You can see a number of new ones out there. They're relatively new. They say if it's a foot high, it's probably like 15 years old already. So who knows how old those are. But look at this majestic specimen. How many arms it has. And that one too. I mean, you can tell that guy's old. His trunk looks pretty beat up. But wow, what a story these guys have. That one there with its arms askance, that's funny. Probably was rebellious as a teenager. But yeah, I'm just so fascinated by them. No two are alike. All right, yesterday I went to church in Surprise, Arizona, which is a suburb of Phoenix, and it's another church I can highly recommend. It's called Clearview Seventh-day Adventist Church. Really warm and friendly, nice pastor, good sermon, good meal afterwards, lots of ministries. If you want to be involved, it's a happening church. And then in the afternoon, and then in the evening, I went to Camelback Church, and they had a program there. It wasn't a Christmas program, but it was very Christmassy decorated. But it was all about on the 10 Commandments, which is pretty cool because that's what I'm hiking through right now. I just finished hiking through the 10 Commandments. So the timing is perfect. They had all kinds of famous Adventist singers, but there was 3 that just captivated me. That I love kind of opera sounding, full, rich voices. So here's a snippet of their chorus. God spoke the 10 Commandments to the children of Israel, and they were afraid because it was such a grand and terrifying experience with all the thunderings and lightnings. God said to Moses to tell the children of Israel, You have seen that I have talked with you from heaven. You shall not make anything to be with me, gods of silver or gods of gold. You shall not make for yourselves. It's interesting why God would reiterate the second commandment. He absolutely knew what the Israelites would do in just a few short days. God totally knows our thoughts and minds, and He so patiently tries to steer us in the right direction, eh? Today I am featuring the saguaros in my video, and look at this one. Or these two, I should say. Aww, they are totally embracing each other and making out. Even saguaros like to cuddle, I guess. Then God asked Moses to build an altar of earth to sacrifice on it the burnt and peace offerings. The burnt offering symbolized personal consecration and self-surrender. The peace offering renewed fellowship with God and expressed thankfulness. There's the family campground over there. That's the one where you get the sewer and power and water. I must admit, these choias are really spectacular too. I just love the desert scene, I really do. Then God says, in every place where I record my name, I will come to you and I will bless you. This is a conditional promise to be fulfilled if the people would build proper altars and offer proper sacrifices in all places where God would record His name. However, if they make an altar of stone, God did not want it to be of hewn stone. For if you use your tool on it, you have profaned it. Why would that be the case? Well, once again, God knows people's hearts. A stone altar would be more of a permanent altar, and God forbids the elaborate carvings of the altars with tools that might woo them to idolatry. I'm going to do the Gray Fox Trail now. Furthermore, it is thought that if we presume to put something into the sacrifice as a ground for acceptance, we render it in vain. Self-obtrusion, however well intended, is pollution. Lastly, God asks that there be no steps up to the altar, that your nakedness may not be exposed on it. But let's just say that man did not wear pants back then. So not only is the offering to be made with a pure motive, it must be offered in a pure and reverent manner. Though this injunction was specially directed against the enthusiastic and passionate indecencies associated with idolatry, It illustrates an eternal truth. God requires decency and order in his worship. God looks at character, but he demands also that character be matched by conduct. Proper decorum, dress, and attitude are imperative to the worship of God. There's a very deep canyon, or ravine, or whatever you want to call it. The detailed instructions we have seen today that God gave to Israel concerning the manner in which they were to worship him points to the important fact that nothing is unimportant in his sight. It's a 5-mile day today, which isn't too slouchy, and I can highly recommend this White Tank Mountain Regional Park. I loved it here. It is often faithfulness in what may seem least that determines whether much can be entrusted to us. Thanks for watching.